Hooey! Today has been a good work day. Yeah, it's been a good work day, and I mean that in the very literal sense. Like, I've been working today. I've been working all day. I've been working since 6 a.m. this morning. I suppose 5:30 if you count actually getting stuck in the car because the car park's closed. But that's another rant for another day. Well, maybe today, but not just yet. But here since 6 in the morning, and it's now 5 p.m. in the evening, obviously p.m. And I've been working the whole time. I had a lunch break, but I worked through that as well. And honestly, I've enjoyed it. It's been good. There is such a thing as a long, fun work day. Most of the time, like, if you have a good day at work, it means you've had an easy day at work, or it means you've had like a chill day at work, it means you've just messed around and just enjoyed yourself. I've been doing stuff, but I've been doing stuff off my own accord. I've been doing things, my own planning. I've been in control of my own destiny today, which meant that I ended up staying longer. It meant that I misjudged my time scales quite dramatically, but it was to do things that I enjoyed and was fairly passionate about doing, and that's a good thing. I wouldn't want to stay longer again anytime soon, but when there's something that's got my interest and has my attention and my care, that's worth holding on to. That's worth putting some effort into and worth staying a bit longer to get it done, get to see it through, you know, because when you've got a bit of passion about something, you don't want to let that die. But in other news, I'm still on site, I'm still in the car park, and I should probably head home now. But before I do, I'm actually going to go wander over that way, because behind that Boots over there somewhere is another game shop. Well, it's the same game store that I go to a lot. And I feel like since I'm right next to it for a change, I should pop in and just see what's there. I'm sure there's nothing. It's gotten quite lately. Quite lately? But it's still worth just having a quick squint because it's so near. So I'm going to get my car keys because, God forbid, I leave those in the car again. And just have a mooch. I'm not even taking my laptop. Got my brains melted today. I'm not even taking my wallet. That's how much I'm not going to buy anything. Just browsing. Genuinely, that's my car down there. And then round the corner here is where it's at. It's worth having a pop in. Just, you know, satisfy that craving. Well, that was a massive waste of time. I spent about 10 seconds in there and I still wish I hadn't. And my flap's open again, god damn it. I swear, whenever my key's in my pocket, bloody flap opens. Me and my giant ass pressing that open flap button on the key fob. Not a good time. Anyway, yeah, it was super awkward in the shop. I wanted to film a bit of it at least. I had some stuff to say about what I was seeing, but it was just far too awkward to do so because there was nobody in the store apart from 4 sales associates who were just standing right there, just chatting away like right next to me. And I'm like, well, this is a bit awkward. No one spoke to me. No one offered me any service or help or anything, just for the record. Gonna be like a mystery shopper, yeah, aren't I? But anyway, felt a bit awkward criticising what games are on offer and what the store's looking like with the people who work there sitting right next to me, disregarding my existence anyway. But still, basically, what I was gonna say is I've been on the lookout for a copy of No Man's Sky. Well, 2 copies, something from my dad too, because it'd be cool to play co-op. But anyway, that game obviously tanked when it was released. It was a massive hype machine and it just couldn't live up to the spec. It was too overhyped and it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't the game that was promised, and everybody really wanted this really cool looking game. And as a result, it became dirt cheap really quickly. And a few months ago, I was looking at it thinking, well, it's only a £5 pre-owned on Amazon now. Maybe I'll pick it up because a £5, there might be £5 worth of game there. There wasn't £40 worth of game there, but there might be 5. And I'm looking at it thinking, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I've still got some games I'm playing currently, and I need to finish some of those off first, then I'll maybe pick up another one, like a cheap £5 No Man's Sky. And then literally a week later, they announced the update called No Man's Sky Next, which looks bloody amazing. It looks like they've actually finally released the game that they said they were going to. It looks like they finally delivered on that promise. And of course, as a result, now all the pre-owned copies and even the new copies have test the Model X. Ah! Sorry, I got a bit caught off guard there. It's literally my dream car, my favourite car in the world. Probably in the colour I'd get too, maybe black, but dark blue is pretty nice as well. Anyway, yeah, it looks like they finally fixed it. It looks like over a year after the game came out, they finally made the game they said they were gonna. And it looks like, I really want to play it now. It looks genuinely fun. And I think get a couple of cheap copies for me and my dad, and I'll play that like a few nights a week, whatever. That could be decent. But yeah, now all the pre-owned copies are like 30 quid each now, and it's just like, I'm not spending that much money on a game that's almost 2 years old now. It's not. No, I'm not doing that. Just out of principle, nothing else. I don't want to encourage the game industry doing what they do, whereas like release it broken now and fix it a year later. I'm glad that they have. I'm glad for everybody who's already bought it that has happened now, so they can play the game that they wanted to. But I don't want to support the concept of that. I don't want to help fund, yeah, it was crap, now it's good, and now it's worth the money, so I'm going to spend my money on it again. But I don't want to endorse the concept of releasing things before they're done. Like, that happens too often in the game industry as it is, stuff gets rushed out. Early access is a nightmare. Like, things that are in beta, or beta, how you pronounce it, whatever you're from. It happens too often for my liking, and more often than not, those games won't ever finish. They won't ever release. And ones that do often release with less features than they were promised. They just release because they can now, because people are already buying it. And I don't like supporting that model. I like that it exists for some games that wouldn't normally exist without the funding, so they get the money earlier and they can release it and trickle it out. But for big games, I don't want to encourage them releasing a broken game, because we'll fix it later if enough people care. Nah, not me, sir, not me. Wow, what are those? Oh snap, how freaking cool are they? Okay, just got home and tried to get that clip of those motorbikes. I think they were gold wings, actually, like with tricycles. I don't know, they're mental. Off my dash cam, which is what that was recorded on, and it appears that my dash cam seems to be stuttering a little bit, which isn't great news. I think it's killed the SD card in there. The dash cams are very intense on memory cards because they're constantly writing and writing and rewriting and overwriting and writing and writing and rewriting and overwriting, etc. until indefinitely. But the SD cards do take quite a battering and they do die quite quickly, all things considered. So I think maybe that card's on its way out because that looked pretty stuttery. I'm not gonna lie, that was not very good. But it did provoke me to check onto yesterday's footage, because there was a clip that I wanted to put into yesterday's vlog that was from the dash cam that I'd not even seen before. I just knew that it existed, so I thought I'd grab it, which was the dustbin guys yesterday, the refuge collectors that you saw in yesterday's vlog, which I am currently now re-rendering and adding to the vlog because I forgot that it existed. It is currently 20 to 7 in the evening, and I forgot that clip was... I wanted to put it in there. I didn't know if I should put it in there. I probably shouldn't, of all things to do. That's probably not allowed to be in there because they didn't ask to be put on that. But either way, I wanted to put it in there and I'd forgotten it existed. So it's re-rendering now. It's probably not going to be up in time for 7, but it'll be up very shortly after 7. So I'll take that. Plus, I thought it was really funny that they nearly dropped the bin all over my car and all the junk that came out of it too. It was pretty interesting to see that. Plus, the fact that Joe was in the car the whole time. And then I got and said, that looks scary. And she's like, it was. Yeah. But either way, if you did notice yesterday's vlog was a little bit late, that's why. It's that Matt clip in. But those bikes that I saw, I was actually on the way out of Tesco's because I had to swing in there sort of very last minute. Very last minute. What the hell? Very last minute. Okay, we're good. To pick up a prescription for my mum because she gets them from me and I haven't picked it up for quite some time and I'd forgotten. So I had to very quickly detour and go grab that. And of course, whilst I was there, I ended up getting some food, didn't I? And I've been really fancying a pie for the longest time. And Joe doesn't do pie very often, which is a strange sentence to say, but I fancy doing pie. So right now in the oven, cooking, we have pie. Oh, god damn it, Bluey. Well, there we go, as it fades into, oh, look at that, pie and waffles! Potato waffles! Oh, how good do those pies look? Yeah, I'm having 2, get over it. They're only little small pies, look how small they are compared to my hand, like teeny tiny little, these are gross little hands, but teeny tiny little pies. And I got like 4 of them for a 150, I think they were. So I'm eating 2, and I've got some potato waffles to bang on here as well. They're just cooking a little bit longer. So this is going to be the dinner of champions. Also, Sophie Kinsella? What? Life doesn't get much better than a new Sophie Kinsella novel. Read. God, I hope that isn't true. In every fibre of my being, I hope that isn't true. But as everybody should know, if you're going to have a pie, you're going to have potato waffles, you got to put cheese on that bad boy. Beer helps as well. Oh, I really should have had beans with this too. Beans would have gone really well with pie and waffles, but never mind, rookie mistake. Right, I've fallen into a bit of a vortex online today. I've kind of wandered down the dark depths of the internet. Admittedly, I was in a bit of a food coma after eating 2 pies and a load of fruits. Oh, hello, I didn't know you were in here. Hello. All right, so I'll leave it to you. I'll come back in a bit, okay? Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I've been browsing online. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos as a side, but I'm kind of tempted to grab my S8 and root it. Now, I've been complaining about this phone. Look at those fingerprints on it, if you can see them, nightmarish. Yeah, I've been complaining about this phone a lot. Like, it's not very good from what I use it for. Like, I think it's poorly designed with the button placements and the fact that there's the home button under the glass, which I just really hate. And the OS is really laggy and the camera app is unreliable and all that stuff. And then it occurred to me that I could probably root it and put an entire new operating system on it, completely wipe it and put a new non-Samsung like software on it, so it completely removes all of the Samsung stuff and puts custom stuff on it. And I'm pretty sure I could find a ROM, like an operating system, that I could put on here that might not be as crap for the camera. might actually be better. So the problem I have with it is that the camera is really good. The hardware is beautiful and it's a really good specs. The processor is really powerful. The camera lens is very high quality, and the front-facing camera too is actually it's not very wide angle. Like this right now is wide angle. Like I can do this and it's crazy. But I'm using the camera on the back of the phone at the moment, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit. Whereas this one I would have to hold it quite far away just to get myself in the shot properly. But I think I'd be okay with that because I wouldn't need to use the back camera right now with the flash on, because I have the flash on the whole time with this phone. I've always got the flash on it, purely because it doesn't do well in low light, whereas this one does. So if I could route it so it ran faster, so things weren't so laggy and it was just more reliable, and that the camera was potentially even better because there are some apps that are optimized for the camera, like the whole modding community, like the routing community, they make stuff, they're geniuses. And they'll be able to optimize it properly. So I reckon I could probably find a ROM that has an even better camera app that would hopefully be more reliable and potentially actually produce better quality videos. And with me editing on the PC more often than not now, I'll only edit on the phone whenever I'm not at home basically, which is not that frequently really. I think it might be worth giving it a go. So this is where I need to ask you guys what you think. If anybody's watching this video, I could do your suggestions. Because the video would go from looking like how it was before when I'm using the back camera of this, which is quite comfortable to hold, but I've got to have the flashlight on all the time, which means that most of the time I can't see what I'm doing because it's too bright and it's pointing in my face the whole time. It's really obnoxious, but it is quite a wide angle lens. Or using this camera, which is the front of the LG, which is also a wide angle lens. I can hold it quite far away. You can see you've got a lot in the shot, but it's very low quality. It's only 30 FPS. It's not good in low light. Like if I walk over to the hallway here, this is what I'm like most of the time. Like I'm lit from the bathroom here, so it's not terrible light, but you can see it looks pretty garbage. Or the front camera on the Galaxy S8, which I'm much more zoomed in now, but how much better quality does this look? It looks so much clearer. You can see my hairs, even though it's still 30 FPS, it is still a little bit laggy in terms of frame rate. It just looks so much clearer, doesn't it? I don't know what the audio's like. It'll be interesting to find out what the audio's like, if this is like really blurry or muffled. But that's about as zoomed out as it'll get for me, because my arm's at maximum extension right now. It's as far away as it gets. So I'll have a lot more close-up videos like this. See right up my nose. So if that's a bad thing, vote against it. But in the same low light situation as before, look how much better this is. This looks so much clearer. I'm looking at the wrong corner because I'm used to having the camera lens being down there, but it's up here now. It's weird. But isn't that just infinitely better quality video? Like, it's so much better. And it's hard to test this because I've not done this before, so I don't know if I'm even in shot right now. If I look in the mirror, I kind of am, but that's the quality of the rear camera, so that's like full quality. Admittedly, there might be a fingerprint or two on the lens, to be honest, but that's the rear camera quality. It's 60 FPS, and again, quite good in low light. Assuming that I'm in the frame right now, I wouldn't vlog like this, I wouldn't, but you would see the surroundings like this, just a bit more zoomed in. I do like the wide angle lens of the LG, it's why I got it, but I feel like the quality might be worth it. I don't know. So in the meantime, I'll go back to this format with the blinding light in my face, but a nice wide angle lens, because my arm can be much closer to my face and it's quite more comfy, and I don't have to worry about lining it up properly because I know wherever I point this camera, I'm probably going to be in shot and I'm a full 60 FPS. So I guess that's the choice, right? It's either 60 FPS wide angle, but a bit of a faff, but reliable and pretty consistently easy to use, or slightly better quality and a bit faffy. I don't know what to choose. I need help deciding. Either way, I'm probably still going to root this regardless to see what it looks like, but I feel like I'm going to end up sticking with this, to be totally honest, but we'll see. Anyway, I am going to sneak into this dark room here with the cat sit down here who's still snoozing. He didn't get up, that's good. I'm going to lie down here and go to bed very shortly. I will try and edit the vlog first, but there's no guarantees. Oh, that's loud, isn't it? But I'm working at 9 AM tomorrow, which is not too early, so fingers crossed I can get up in time to edit the rest of it. Why are you meowing so much? Oh, and chirping like a parrot. But either way, the video will be out at 7 PM UK time, like it is every day, or 1/4 past like it was today. And I hope you've enjoyed it, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.